Welcome to the shortest banjo podcast ever, the COVID sessions, where everybody holds a banjo, and if they don't have one, they have to play air banjo. Do your best, what I say. Tim Northern's here, everybody. How you doing, Tim? Everybody's
Hey,
clapping
doing
right
well,
now.
man.
Hey, listen,
Doing well.
did you bring your banjo with you?
Yeah.
Let's see it.
Yeah. I'll play some. It's right here. It's right here.
You don't have air banjo. All right, dude, let's go. Let's go. That little Uncle Pen. Ready? Go. Bing, 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 bing. Make noise. Make the sound.
Oh, blink, 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 on, blink, 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 blink. Blink, 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 blink.
That's enough. Tim is a touring comedian. He's been all over the country. He's one of those brilliant Midwest comedians that don't get enough cred, and they show up on TV, and we don't know they're from the Midwest, and all that kind of stuff. Tell me what was happening before the pandemic in your life, and then what it transitioned into.
Oh, well, we were doing shows here in Louisville. Louisville is funny. We putting on shows, and we were just starting to grow like gangbusters, man. We were putting on. We were starting to do weekends at Four Pegs. I mean, we were going to do every weekend, Friday and Saturday, and then the pandemic just kneecapped us. So that really got me down. Comics are famously depressed anyway, but it really got me down, and so I had an opportunity. I needed to make some money because I couldn't do shows.
Yeah.
So I started doing what I used to do, which was deliver appliances, and that's kept me afloat. And I've been reflecting, and I think I'm just going to just hold out until probably 2022 because I don't want to do like half capacity or 25%. That's not a good show. Everything that's good for the pandemic is good for comedy.
Right.
Everything that's good for the disease is good for comedy. Like closeness, no masks.
Right.
Just laughing in people's faces.
Did you do a show before you quit where there were people with masks in the audience, or did you quit before that at Four Pegs?
No. See, because I was in Springfield, Missouri. It was the week before St. Patrick's Day, and I saw my first mask, and I wasn't taken aback. I just said, "Man, it must be serious." Mm-hmm. And I mean, we had some packed shows too, man. And I recorded them on my phone, and that was one of my last show was one of my best shows, and because I was practicing, I was practicing to record my CD. Yeah. And if I had gone ahead and set up the microphone and all that stuff, I would have had another CD. And I haven't performed since then. Well, I did this past Tuesday with Alex Raimundo, and it showed that I haven't worked in 9 months. So.
Well, I'm not so sure about that. We can be our own worst critics, but I'm sure there's laughter. So Alex had a corporate gig that he had lined up.
Yeah. It was over in Indiana, and we did it, and it was a cool little joint too. It was a music hall. It was nice. I
bet you can do a lot of Trump rallies. They don't care. They'll pack together.
I can do Trump rallies, but I don't want that laughter. We're all about comedy and opportunity. We wanted to give more people opportunities to spread their wings. And we were running an open mic on Mondays, and then we would have some showcase shows so people can do longer sets. And then we started doing the weekends so people could do an actual show. Yeah. So we didn't really do showcase shows there. We did shows. We did an MC, a feature, maybe a guest set, and a headliner. 4 people tops.
Mm-hmm.
There were a lot. There's still a lot of showcase shows going around,
Right.
and what I found is that sometimes the audience gets fatigued because they have to they keep reintroducing another person, another person.
Mm-hmm.
They
Right.
never really get to know. They never really get to know, uh, uh, a lot of the performers because they have such a short set and there's so many of them. So they have to engage and then disengage, engage and disengage, and that's kind of a lot of hard work. But if you have someone doing a longer set, they get to connect and get to um, um, enjoy the person's comedy,
Yeah.
and that person gets to showcase who they are. And so that's what I was just trying to do. Just give people an opportunity to do longer shows, not just locals, just people from out of town. Anybody that I saw that I thought was good and would take our shitty money. Yeah.
What was your first time on stage?
First time on stage was in 1984. Zanies had been open probably less than a year. Let me take you back. In Nashville. In high school, I was kind of a cut up. I was kind of a cut up. I was cut up. I was funny, but it was more just trying to get under people's skin sometimes, not too much. It was just, poke them a little bit. Anyway, a friend of mine, he was in the Navy, and he joined the Navy, and he came back from boot camp. And he said, "Hey man, let's why don't you sign up for the open mic at Zanies?" I said, "They got an open mic?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "Okay." So I went out and it was during the Olympics. So I can't remember what I did. I didn't prepare anything. I didn't know. I thought comedy was see the good comics make it look easy. They make it look conversational. Yeah. So I was like, okay, I'll give it a shot. So I went down there. I got a few laughs, I guess. I mean, because the thing is, the first time is a blur, and it should be. It was a blur, and I was like, yeah, man, I guess that was fun. I don't know. So we went back the second week, and I was there. I was 19, right? So, and also I was 19. The reason I could get in is because in Tennessee they had changed. You could be 19 and drink in '84. They changed the law. They changed the law to 21, and they grandfathered everyone that was 19 before the law went into effect. So I was grandfathered in. 12 days before my birthday was 12 days before the law went into effect. So I was grandfathered in. So I'm up there 19 years old, my second night, and I'm looking at the audience and I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. And these people are in their 20s and they have so much more life experience than me. So I stopped and I started working and I got married, had a family and all this stuff. And then I was in 1993. Was it 93? Yeah, Def Jam came out, right?
Right.
And so I'm watching Def Jam and I'm like, oh man, Def Jam comedy, yeah. So I'm watching Def Jam and it's funny, but then I kept seeing the same type of comic on stage, and I'm like, I might just go back into this comedy thing, see what I can, get out of it, and see if I can, I had become wittier and more clever, and I got a little more experience. So now I'm in my 20s, and And also, that room, Zanies, was a notoriously tough room.
Yeah.
Every comic that came through said, "Man, this room is tough," and it was. And I'm glad I was in that room because it kept my ego in check. It kept my ego in check. I mean, I had a big head one night, and I just, I got this. I was like 8, 9 months in. I got this. This artist is tough. I'm gonna get him. And I went up there. I didn't get him, and I was like, you know what? I need to not be so cocky. So, so I just kept plugging away, kept writing, kept, found my voice pretty early on, and and just kept writing to my voice, and that's what I've been doing that ever since, you know. And I don't do too much politics, not because I'm afraid or I can't write political humor. It's just I just don't want to do it. You know? I'd rather write my little jokes. No, it was Arsenio Hall. It was the second iteration of Star Search.
Arsenio Hall. Okay. Oh.
You know, Hall host. Yeah. And then a funny story about that, man, is my manager at the time said, "Hey, man, why don't you try out for Star Search? I want you to try out for Star Search." I'm like, "No, man, no, I'm not going to do that because I know what's going to happen. I'm going to get on the show. I knew I was going to get on the show. I'm going to get on the show, get all the way to the end, and I'm going to lose. I'm not going to win. Not because I'm not good enough, but just because I'm not going to, and I don't really want to, I don't want to break my own heart." And he was like, "Man, just try out." So I did. And then the tryouts, it was in Chicago. The guy it was my first headliner week, the first week I ever headlined a club.
A club.
I mean, I've headlined before, but first time I had a week-long club, right? So the guy that was featuring for me, he also had an audition, and we had a backdoor audition. We didn't have to stand in the long lines. We just went around to the side, and we got in. So and we were in Fort Wayne, Indiana. So he said, "I'll pay for the gas and tolls." I went up there, and anytime I perform, I want to do my best. I don't want to throw it. So he said, "Yeah, man." So we talked to the producers. After we do our set, we talked to the producers, and I was like, "Man, I don't really want to do this. My manager's making me do this because I know what's going to happen. I'm gonna get on the show, and I'm gonna get all the way to the end, and I'm gonna lose." He's like, "How do you know that, man? How do you know you're even gonna get on the show?" I'm like, "I know I'll get on the show." Man, I wasn't being cocky. I was just being confident. Like I know that I'm good. I know that I'm good enough, and I'm different enough that I can't pass this guy up. He's got to be on the show. Mm-hmm. So we went back, right? We went back Friday, and then we both got a call Saturday. I'm like, "Why did they call me? I already told them what I wanted on the show." So we went back and we talked to the producer, and I said, "Man, I'm adamant about this, man. I'm not gonna be able to do this, man." So he said, "Thank you for your time," and we left. So that was in December, maybe November. It was November, December. So I'm in Cleveland. I'm working at a club. Is it the Funny Bone? Was it the Funny Bone? No, it's Improv. Improv, I think. No, it wasn't. It was in anyway. I'm in Cleveland, right? And it's on a Sunday night. We had worked the whole week, and the TV was on, right? It was on Star Search, and it was the finals. This was in January. It was the finals, and the guy that I auditioned with was in the finals. I'm like, "What?" And then they say, "And the winner is John," I forgot his last name. John somebody. I'm like, "What? He just got 100,000." That's cool, man. So then my manager called me back. He said, "Man, get to Louisville. They're looking for Star Search is looking for people. So I went back up and I did the showcase. It was right here. It was at the Caravan. And so after the showcase, like the producers and all them, we went to the back door. And we were sitting around drinking, and he was like, "You want to do the show now, don't you?" I was like, "Yeah, I want to do the show." They put me on. So they put me on, and I was scheduled for I think it was March, maybe April, and I'm watching the show, and then right in the middle of one of the comedians, Arsenio, stopped the show and said, "We are going to war in Iraq."
Oh.
So the war started, and it stopped everything. It stopped the whole show. And so I guess for about a week or so, they were just showing stuff about the war. Then they came back. And the comic, it was funny. The comic got interrupted, he was up first, and so they introduced him, and when he said, like I was saying. Oh, 03.
Yeah.
And so, and yeah. In my interview, they said, they asked me to do something. So I said, yeah, I was telling about myself. I said, yeah, when I started doing comedy in earnest, which was '93, I said I gave myself 10 years to be on television, and I wouldn't, and I would quit. And but I started in February of '93. I said, but I remember there was a 60-day clause, 60-day late clause. So here I am, my 10 years was up, but I put a 60-day late clause in it. So yeah, I got on and I won my round, right? Won my round. Then they called me back. I was working. I was working, man. I was doing all kinds of stuff. I was in Chicago. I was in Houston. They would fly me back from gigs back and forth. And so I got to, I made the semi, I won the semis. And then I got to the finals. It was me, Alonzo Bowden. You know Alonzo, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
He's been all over.
Yeah.
And, two tall black guys, one a little more handsome than the other. And a short white Canadian chick. There's three of us in the finals. Guess who won?
The short white Canadian chick.
Yes, because I can't compete with Canada. Because you can vote online and all that stuff. You're not gonna be able to compete with Canada.
No.
Two black guys. We split the black guy vote. I want to be comfortable. I want to be comfortably uncomfortable. I like I just want to, because I'm funnier when I'm comfortably uncomfortable.
Right.
But in 2021, I'm just going to be uncomfortable. So I don't want to do that. If the vaccine works and people are, really, I may come back in 2021, but I just don't feel. I feel like this is a 2-year kind of thing.
Have you been writing?
Not really, man. I not really. I mean, and even I really only write when I'm in that frame of mind. But I haven't been writing now. Okay, so yeah. I need the stage to write. I need the motivation of the stage to write. Yeah. I can't write jokes for other people. I just can't do it. It's not that I don't want to do it. I don't think that way. My jokes are Tim Century, and nobody ever steals my jokes either, man. Okay. I do write jokes that I want people to think are funny on the page without me. I think most of my jokes are funny on the page because I write them out. I write them like I use, like I write with a pen and paper and I try to write grammatically correct. I mean, I say grammatically correct, but I write them out as if I lost this notebook and somebody picked it up and they read it, I want them to laugh. Yeah. There was a guy that made it. See, I try to do smart humor without being over your head. I try to do quirky stuff that's just smart enough and dumb enough at the same time. Right. That is funny. Yeah. And this one guy said to me, he quoted about me. He said, "Tim Northern is not trying to show you how smart he is. He's trying to show you how smart you are." I don't want to do the same things that everybody else is doing. Not just because I want to be different, but I want to just my outlook is just different. You know, it's not.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to make a point.
Yeah.
I'm not even trying to make you belly laugh per se. I just want you to. I want to make you almost like a nervous type laugh. Like, is this supposed to be funny? Is this funny? Is this funny? You know, or why is this funny? You know.
Who's your favorite comedian of all time?
Man, it's hard to say, man. I mean, the standards, you know, Pryor, Carlin. I like more Saul. There's so many comics. I don't really have one that I like. I like them all for different reasons, and I've never tried to emulate any of them. I like them all, man. I like Stephen Wright. I like Franklin Ajay. There's so many of them that I like, man. I mean, Mitch Hedberg, Pryor, man, Pryor, and Carlin. Those are my two favorites, man.
They're the goats. They're the goats, man.
I mean, and everybody says that with good reason, though. I mean, they were so versatile, man. I mean, Pryor, people don't know how versatile Pryor was, man. I mean, when he first started out, he was just doing straight, you know, like straight jokes, and they were funny.
He was a lounge comic with a suit and a tie.
Yeah.
That's what he did.
Had a tie, suit and tie. So they Carlin did too.
Yeah.
And but the 70s, the late 60s and 70s, they just started doing what they wanted to do, and it was just magic, man. I mean, even like Stuart Huff, you know, just, you know, guys that I know, you know, Keith McGill. I mean, that's Cleveland. I mean, him, bro. I mean, there's so many comics that I know that I like, and it's just I just can't pick one.
This is a real question from an imaginary listener or viewer.
Okay.
So, if you were to take on the persona of an animal to do stand-up comedy, what animal would that be?
I'm gonna have to say a possum, because they look funny, and they are. I mean, they eat everything, anything, and so they would be immune to any kind of bad shit. So I'd say a possum.